Demuéstrame tu tierra, mami. Vamos, vaya.
Good afternoon. We're heading out to the beach. I'm wearing like a long brown dress, big sun hat, and then I recently got this Vloet bag. Yeah, I think we're gonna drive for like 30 minutes to Formentera, if I'm correct. I'm not really sure. We're gonna have a nice beach lunch. Our reservation is at 4 p.m. so it's definitely Spanish time, but we also had like breakfast really late, so it kind of works out that way. Alrighty. Babe, are you ready? I was going to grab a bottle of water for my electrolytes. My bag is stuffed to the rim. I went to the dollar store and I forgot on this trip to bring any games, so I got Yahtzee. It's like my favorite game to play while we travel and stuff because it's just like so easy. They had all the dices, but they didn't have a little booklet, so I just bought a blank one and then I could just write it myself. And we can still play a little Yahtzee. Okay. Where are we going right now?
Formentera, right?
Formentor. Casa.
Formentor. Cala Formentor.
Cala. What is Cala beach?
I think, right? Calladea, remember? Calladea?
It is like 38 degrees out, so you want the elements unflavored or you want
I like the unflavored because the other stuff is not so much.
I don't think I've ever tried the unflavored one.
It's just salt.
Okay. Sparkling water. Whoa! Oh no, my god! Ah!
You're putting salt into seltzer water.
I didn't know it got so bubbly. Wait, it always does that? I put electrolytes before in sparkling water and it was
but
fine.
probably in a cup.
Yeah, probably.
Not into a bottle.
Okay, well, learning something every day. Let's see how it tastes. I did a little Pilates this morning. I went to like a studio. It was very like classical Pilates. It was kind of like really intense stretching, but my feet just kept cramping like crazy. So it means I'm kind of dehydrated or need to eat some more potassium bananas. But that's why I'm drinking my water. I think a lot of salt is in the bottom, but I'm not gonna shake it in here because it will explode everywhere. A little goat. Wow, they're just like really wild here. Because they're like really cute little goats everywhere, even on the property. Yesterday, 3 goats arrived. We started drinking water out of the pool, which is not that great because it's like chlorine. But yeah, we just saw a lot of them on the road. Also, I learned yesterday that Formentor and Formentera are 2 complete different places. Formentera is the island near Visa. That's where I went in a different vlog. But Formentor just sounded so similar to me that I was like, wait, we're going to Formentera today for lunch? But no, it's a place here in Mallorca. It's supposed to be really beautiful, some like neat preserved nature.
It's a nature reserve, like a national park.
Yeah, in a natural park. So yeah, I'm excited to see a little bit more of the island. The island is so big and we haven't really seen that much. I feel in our last Mallorca trip, we kind of like hanged by the hotel a lot. So what are you thinking? Moving to Mallorca?
I think it makes sense. It doesn't even be my. It can be Ibiza. It could be just like a place where we can get a piece of land that we can start like using for years to come. That we can turn into this like beautiful Japanese-inspired finca.
Japandi in Mallorca.
I think that would be beautiful.
That would be a beautiful match. I like it.
What happens if we apply Japanese aesthetics to stone structures?
Wow, it's so pretty. It's actually so much more green now than like Ibiza.
Yeah, I think so.
Today is the Pollensa Farmers Market and we're happen to stay really nearby Pollensa. You guys, visiting a farmers market is one of my favorite things to do in the weekend, even when I'm on a trip, because I just feel I always get like the full local experience. I think that market is a mix of foods and stuff, but also like clothing and things, so I'm very curious. This is supposed to be one of the best local markets here in Mallorca, so I'm very, very curious. I'm wearing a really big balloon dress. At first I wasn't really sure of it, but Max was like, no, it's kind of cool. And I was like, you know what? I actually think it is. It is from the brand Big Bull. And then I'm gonna bring my bag. And these sunnies I've been wearing probably the most on my whole summer Euro trip. These are from Vloet. They're just the best because they're kind of between a black and a brown, and they're just like the perfect shape and they fit really nicely. So we're gonna put these on. It's so hot. I think it's like 38 degrees outside, so we're gonna be sweating. Oh yeah, this is my little balloon look. I think it starts like in the center, so we're going straight. This is where we walked the other night for dinner as well. This is always Max's favorite days when I drag him to the farmer's market. Caramelized nuts. From all the veggies, this is where I find Max at the bread station.
Yeah, ordered the raisin. I think it's.
Oh,
That's the maíz.
Este maíz y este todo maíz.
¿Y aquí?
Aquí no es centeno.
you want to do the corn one or the other one?
¿Qué es mejor?
Los zip.
Folio de Mallorca.
Sí, esto es nuestro propio.
There is barely ever that I walk on a farmer's market and I think that is better than the LA farmers market. The fresh produce here is absolutely insane. Like they're slicing the meat fresh, the cheese they're making fresh. It's amazing, and I feel this is one of the reasons why the food just tastes so good here. You can just buy like a bland tomato or something, but delicious. Haul. I'm so happy with everything that we got. Some fresh figs. I thought fig season was more in September, but it seems like these are already really ripe and they're really beautiful, so I'm really excited to have this as like a little dessert. I got some insane tomatoes. We got some dates. These are actually from Marrakesh, I think. Oh, and this is one of my favorite things. It is a bread with raisins. Whoops. This with a little bit of butter. Then fresh cheese. I tried this on the market. I prefer always like very soft fresh ones, and that was really delicious. We got some olives to snack on, kind of like a sourdough bread. So I'm going to make some lunch. I'm going to make a sandwich with tomato, cheese, and rucola. I also bought local olive oil from Mallorca, which is delicious. So yeah, let's make some lunch.
Querida, la noche ha llegado acá y en tu vida puedes dejar la soledad, siempre contigo ella está.
much of a wifey with our lunch. We know our duties. I take care of the food. Max takes care of the beverages. Yo! Try one out. Let me know what you think.
Oh my god, they're so good.
Right? It's so simple, but wow. I'm really glad that we stopped by the supermarket to get the salt because I feel without salt it would have been a little like
Mi angelito, sueña con tranquilidad. Duérmete, pronto los sueños llegarán. Contigo ella siempre está.
Honestly, this is such a perfect Sunday of going to the farmer's market, and now I just like get to relax a little bit, reading a new book. This is Start With Yourself from Emma Grade. I've been following her for a while on Instagram. I really like her. She's very blunt and very honest, kind of about what it takes to be a female entrepreneur and also kind of what that looks like from like a work-life balance. And she has some great like takeaways in here. I would say if you are a very ambitious, is that the right word? Ambitious and high achiever type of person, I definitely think this is a really amazing book. It has a lot of inspiration. I'm almost done with that. I've really made it an effort this year to start reading more books because I kind of got into it when I was pregnant because I just couldn't stare at my phone and my screen because I just got so nauseous, and I really started to enjoy it because I actually feel my nervous system calms a lot when I read, and obviously you can learn so much from reading, and where I feel sometimes on my phone or computer I get distracted a lot. So yeah, I also prefer physical books. I don't know if you're the same, but a Kindle or something I also find much harder to read. A physical book is something that I still really love. I think also like I'm dreaming one day to do a physical cookbook because I just love them. Like I still buy them for in my own house. I sometimes make recipes out of them, and I love it not only as like decoration, but I also just like love reading stories and like learning about food and stuff. But yeah, I know I've been sharing a lot of my online recipes. The thought of doing a physical cookbook is something that I would love to do one day. So yeah, I'm going to read this a little bit. Something I've been really thinking about in the last few weeks is what kind of life I really want. And I know that is such a big question, but I think it's been such an important one because I think sometimes when you're so stuck into your everyday routines, like how I am like in LA maybe, you can kind of like get sucked up of just the everyday tasks and what is good for you, what is good for your career, what you're supposed to be doing, and and I feel in the past few weeks, because I've just been creating a lot of space to like really think in what I really want, in what I really desire in life, and how I want my life truly to look and feel like. And I feel this is such an important question to ask yourself, because based on that you can like create a action plan, and you can create kind of goals, and you can create the life that you truly want. And I think there is truly a way for you to live a life that you desire. Sometimes there's longer action steps to take forward to it, and I think for me, I've been really noticing how I do not want to be in a big city anymore. I just feel so I'm out of blush, so I'm using some lipstick. I'm just feeling so overstimulated. Just kind of started to ask myself the questions of like, why do I need to be in a big city? I thought it was like going to be better for my career and everything, more people, and I think the only reason that like still like holds me back is my friends and community. They mean so much to me, and I would miss them so much and wouldn't see them that often. But then I'm also reflecting on it. I'm like, how often am I actually seeing everyone? You know, sometimes it's weird, like when I'm come to New York or whatever place where I don't live, I actually end up seeing people so much more because I'm so much more intentional, and I like hit up everyone and try to see everyone in like a short period of time. And as much my community is so important for me, I'm just weighing a lot of things off, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're just really exploring right now, and I felt first a lot of stress around it, but now I actually like, I think I'm getting more clarity on where I want to be and how I want my life really to look like. And that feels really good. I think for so long I was like really forcing an answer, but I think sometimes knowing that if you don't have an answer is also kind of an answer, and you do not need to like force that as much. And it is something that I have been really thinking about. Ooh, I kind of really like this lipstick as a little blush. I'm thinking doing a cute green top today. This one, I got this from a little store when I was walking on Kidney, but I kind of like the color. I think the lip is a little too much with this, but let's put it on. This is a cute little top. I feel white would be better, but I don't have a white skirt.
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to my camera.
Oh.
And I'm talking to myself. What do you think? Does this match with black? What do you think?
Makes you happy.
No, I need your advice.
Need my advice.
It's good. Oh, it's cute. Yeah.
As long as you don't wear brown shoes, you're good.
Yes, I'm going to wear some black shoes. Oh, hello. There are little goats everywhere here. They're so cute. Okay guys, I was going to film my dinner out, but Max and I got into a really good conversation and I just totally forgot we were just walking around and had some yummy food. So yeah, didn't get to film that. I am heading back to the States pretty soon. I always like love travel so much, and I'm so grateful to be able to have such an incredible summer. Like I said to Jason on the phone yesterday, I think this has been my best and favorite summer yet. And it's not just even about the things I've done or whatever, but I think it's more about where I'm at in my life and how just a lot of things have kind of reshifted for me in such a big way. And it's like brings a kind of a sense of like peace to it. Yeah, it was truly the best freaking summer ever. I will see you next time in LA. So don't forget to subscribe and see you soon.